Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, it is not working. Well, it's Monday night. Got finished my live stream. Had our crying session there, and now it's time to move on. You know what's funny about life? There is absolutely, positively nothing I can do about yesterday. There's nothing I can do about this morning. Hell, there's nothing I can do about 5 minutes ago. I can only deal with this moment forward. I can't change anything that's transpired before this right now. I mean, I can re-record this video, but I can't change what's already happened, at least not until they come up with a time machine. And maybe they have one of the government, Area 51, I don't know. But as far as I know, I don't have access to it, so that means I can't change anything. So this loss to Denver, I'm done with. I've cried today. I've talked about, what they did wrong and all that. In life, you have to understand, you're going to have failures. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have things that go wrong. But it's the people who don't give up and try and find another way. There's so many people out there, and I've told Stuart, my man Stuart, on this one. Listen, worrying and being upset about what might happen is not going to change anything. If you have a problem, what you must do is you must come up with a solution for that problem, and you got to bust your ass to try and make that a reality. If that doesn't work, then you come up with another plan. And as long as you're working towards fixing the problem, you don't lose. You never lose. You only give up. At least that's the way I look at it. Now the Cowboys, they lost yesterday. Okay. One game. They got another opportunity this weekend. An NFL season is 17 weeks, 17 opportunities to prove that you belong to be one of those 7 teams from each conference that has a chance to try and hold up that one Lombardi trophy. I wanted to say Joe Bardi because I've been saying Joe Bardi now for so long. But that's all it is. And the crazy thing is, as much as we're going crazy, only the Cardinals of the top 5 teams didn't lose. Only the Cardinals. So relax, take it easy, and be cool. Because in fact, if you look back at other teams, and I know we don't look at other teams and other situations and all that, we only live in the moment of the Dallas Cowboys, and we listen to the talking heads that tell us that the sky is falling for the Cowboys and they're terrible. Well, yeah, we played bad against Denver, but so did the Buffalo Bills against the Jaguars. So did the Rams against the Titans. Now this week, we have the Atlanta Falcons. And what's funny is, I told you guys, I don't know why y'all don't listen to me. I always say, you don't really know what teams are until October. Back in September, you remember when Carolina was 3-0 and people were talking about how good Sam Darnold is? Oh man, Sam Darnold, the problem just was being with the Jets. Sam Darnold, that boy's good. Sam Darnold, man. And now it's like, well, he's injured and, will he start it when he comes back? We'll see. Yeah, it's not real good. He started out 3-0 and since have won 1 game. New England, Everybody talked about how bad they are, right? But all of a sudden, New England is 5-4, only a half game behind Buffalo. What's funny is, because here's where it's crazy. I said all off season and going to season, I said, watch out for New England. I said, Bill Belichick, with all those draft picks and all those players coming back that sat out from COVID, that they're going to be a good team. Well, they started out and they didn't look that good, but they played Tampa Bay and had a chance. They were a field goal kick away. Against us, they took us to overtime. And you take those two games, if those two games are different, guys, they're 7-2. They're a good team, and they will continue to get better. Don't like with that crap that Mac Jones did, that cheap twisting the guy's ankle and injuring him. Some bullshit. But you got to respect that Bill Belichick knows how to coach. You also have to look at the Atlanta Falcons, that, as crazy as it is, the Atlanta Falcons, if the playoffs were today, the Falcons would be in the playoffs. So don't sleep on the Atlanta Falcons. They've gotten some wins. And this is the NFL where anybody can beat you, as the Jaguars proved, except the Lions. I don't think the Lions can beat anybody. I know Dan Campbell's talking about biting people off the kneecaps and stuff, but they're not. They're bad. They could be the first team to go 0-17. I mean, hell, they got beat by the Eagles. I mean, that right there says it all. But don't sleep on the Atlanta Falcons. And for Dan Quinn, I love the guy because of the way he acts. Being asked, how do you feel going back to Atlanta, and having been fired and all that? He's like, look, I ain't got time for a stroll down memory lane. Right now, we got shit we got to fix here. That's a guy who's focused in on doing his job and getting the most out of his players. And so I think that this week will be definitely spirited practices and a new focus. As Mike McCarthy said, I think we took the cheese. Oh, back to Tampa Bay. Do you know in November last year, Tampa Bay had 3 losses, including getting blown out by the New Orleans Saints? This time last year, if you had said Tampa Bay was going to be Super Bowl champions, they might have put you in a straitjacket. Because here's where it's crazy. The Steelers and Big Ben, we buried them that first month of football. And here it is, the Bears are who we thought they were. And they're not getting let off the hook. Right now they're losing 21-3 to Big Ben, and they'll go 5-4. I believe the same record as the Cleveland Browns. It's football. Told you. There'll be teams that you don't think are any good that will rise. And some of the teams that you think are good are going to fall on their ass. That's football. It's a week-to-week league. So stop with the crying, kick back, and enjoy each week. We got 9 weeks already in the books. It's not that much left of the season. So with that being said, I am going to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and get myself ready for bed. Hope I get a good night's sleep. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Between my knees and my shoulder, I just can't get comfortable. And if I can't sleep, I'll be up doing some more research. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you. It's actually a lot nicer having these cushions out here because they get warm from the fire, and you just kind of, you just want to lay on it. It's just like it's been ironed. It's kind of cozy. I just don't want the birds to like poop on them or them to get rained on and get wet. But it's definitely a lot nicer being out here on these than it is without them. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.